Okay, so for this particular examples, we're gonna go over adding and subtracting integers using a number line. So a number line is always centered around 0. Towards the right of 0, we have our positive values. And then towards the left of 0, we have our negative values. Okay, so when we are adding using a number line, we always look first at the first number that it's given to us. So in this case, the first number that it's given to us, it's a positive one, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and mark a circle at a positive 1. And then we look at the next number. So if the next number is adding, then that means that we move towards the right. So adding means towards the right. And then if the number that we have is subtracting or it's a negative, right? So I'm going to put a subtracting, then it goes towards the left. And I'm going to make, write in parentheses that this will be a negative number as well. So if it's a negative, or if it's a subtraction, then it goes towards the left. So in this case, we have 1, and then we also have positive 3. So because this is a positive 3, that means that we're gonna move towards the right. So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3. So there was a plus 3. So our answer here is going to be 4. So 1 plus 3 gives us 4. Now let's look at the next one. Here we have negative 3, right? So this is a negative, we're going to start at negative 3. And then it says that it's going to go to plus negative 2. So because it's a negative 2, that means that we're going to move twice towards the left. So we're going to have 1, 2. And that means that our answer is going to be negative 5. Now let's look at the next one. Notice how we have positive 8. So here I did not write positive 8, so let me add it on the number line. So we have positive 8 right here. And we're going to mark it. So we have positive 8. And then we have plus negative 6. So that is a negative, right? So that means that we're going to be moving towards the left. So from positive 8, we're going to move towards the left 6 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that means that our answer is going to be positive 2. Now we have negative 10, plus 7. So that is a negative 10. So we start at negative 10. So it's a negative value. And then 7, it's positive. So that means that we're going to move 7 units towards the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And our answer will be negative 3. So I want you to notice how when we had the same sign for both numbers, so for instance in A we have positive 1 and positive 3, we ended up adding the numbers, right? And it became positive 4. In B we have negative 3 plus negative 2, and the answer was negative 5. 3 and 2 combined gives you a 5, just in this case it was a negative, right? However, when we had a positive and a negative number, just like in C and D, we notice that the answer, it's pretty much the difference between the two numbers. So the difference between 8 and 6 is a 2, right? However, in this case it was positive 2 because we had more positives. In D, the difference between 10 and 7, it's 3, right? However, we had a negative, right? Because we have more negatives. Our negative number, it's greater, and that's gonna be the rule that we're gonna see for the next slide.